Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
Let's get to it, man. Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic Podcast. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what we do. Trey the Nomad, Reg the Prime Minister. What's going on, y'all?
What's up, homie? What's up with you, man?
I'm good. How you?
Man, I'm good, bro. Chilling out. I feel like I'm still getting back in the swing of things as far as being home. Had a good weekend. Went home to Charlotte and just had a good time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Saw some performances and by Music Soul Child and Kelly Price, and it was sweet, man. It was a good time. Saw my friends, saw some family dogs, so I really can't complain, man. What about you, bro?
Okay. I've been meaning to get to Charlotte for a little while now, just to go up there and hang out.
Yeah.
I haven't been up there in a minute, like to do nothing. I've rolled through there a couple times, the last couple months, going to Chapel Hill or whatever.
Yeah.
I did go watch the game, but yeah, I need to get to Charlotte, man, do something.
Yeah.
Hang out, have some fun.
The city is growing, man.
No, I heard.
The city's definitely growing, dog.
I heard. I met a couple women from they're from Atlanta, but they're stay in Charlotte. It's like, we had to get the fuck out of Atlanta. There ain't nothing in Atlanta no more for black women. Charlotte, a place to be right now. They said they've been in Charlotte for I think like a year and a half, 2 years now.
I saw a lady on Instagram that was saying that, like, if you going down to Atlanta to try to find Prince Charming.
Oh yeah.
I saw she was like, I'm in Charlotte and it was the best move for me. I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. I think she was like the men in Atlanta. They either they married and fucking around or they gay.
They gay.
Yeah. So yeah, she was. Yeah. I think she was like, man, don't get me wrong. There's some fuck shit going on in Charlotte, but
yeah, right.
But I think she was like, she keep it to the outskirts. I think that's the same thing in Atlanta. I really don't fuck around like in Atlanta like that. Like
I'll be in and out.
Yeah, even if I was like to move up there, I want to be on the outskirts. I don't want to be directly in the city. I go to the city, do what I need to do,
in and out,
get the fuck out, man.
Yeah.
But before I get started, bro, I want to definitely. I didn't get a chance to give my condolences, and say rest in peace to Dwayne Haskins and his family and everything. Last episode, y'all probably did it on the sports one, but you definitely didn't say nothing about that. But
for sure,
tragic events, man. Tragic loss. The news came out today that his wife was actually talking to him while he was on the road while it happened. I think she said it was on the phone, and he was telling her that he ran out of gas, and he was about to cross the street to go to the gas station to get some gas. And next thing she knows, she ain't hear nothing. She called the police. They got the police recording that's on the internet now. But yeah, man. So rest in peace to him. Condolences to his family. And man, tragic event. Very young, 25. He's about to turn 26, right?
Yeah.
Just getting started, man. Damn. Yeah.
Tough,
had a whole life ahead of him, man. Whole future, man.
Yeah. It's tough.
And he's trying to change, turn everything around, because he had, not the best time in Washington. I don't think like he was given the fair chances and it's hard as a black quarterback at that. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Anything you do is microscope.
Very short leash. Very short leash.
Yeah, very short leash. And I think he didn't get the same leash that what's the guy there now is on, even though he ain't dead.
Talking about Heineke?
Yeah, Heineke, you know what I'm saying? As far as in mistakes and all that other shit. But and also, man, rest in peace to DJ K. Slade.
Sure. His
family. You probably did the same. I mean, I grew up on K. Slade tapes.
Yeah, for sure.
So
for sure.
I know he had been battling COVID for a while, and it's kind of almost like the Biz Marquee thing. Like they said he had COVID, he was battling, he didn't hear nothing for a while, and then almost a year later, like damn. Tripping, huh? And the young lady too, man. I just want to give my condolences to her family. She's still living. Aaliyah Gales, the 18-year-old. She high schooler. She just committed to USC. She was at a house party in Vegas and got shot 10 times. She was alive though. Like it was no torso and headshots, but she was at a house party. Something happened. Argument. I think they said she wasn't the intended person, but shots rang off in the house party and she was shot 10 times. So she's one of the top high school basketball recruits in the nation. And not South Carolina, but the university, USC, so Southern Cal, but yeah, over 10 times, dog. That's crazy, man. And also, man, we gonna give a shout out to Marshawn Lynch, man. The terminology is crazy because they say investor, but then they say owner, minority owner, and all that other stuff. So I don't know what the fuck it is, man. But I mean, it's good to see, a black man, in that position, even though I have my reasons and theories why, if it was like football or baseball, then it'd be something different. But hockey, they need more faces like us to expand the sport and grow. So, and I mean, same reason as to why they made Macklemore, investor or owner, whatever else. So, but I mean, anyway, we can get our foot in the door into that, and he get more money in his pockets is good. Mm-hmm. It's good, man. But I had a great weekend, man. I went to an adult resort, Temptation, in Cancun. Okay. It's one of those. It's one of those. You have to go, dog. You have to go. Wow. But you got to go with somebody completely open-minded. Okay. They have to be completely open-minded and kind of, not turned off or disgusted by nudity or, sexual events or sexual activities or everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's an adult resort, so it's adults. There's no kids there. It's all adult things. I mean, it's women walking around topless, and of course, men have their trunks on or whatever else. But I mean, you might, like on a resort, you might just happen to see, a woman naked.
Straight like that.
Yeah. I mean, they have all kind of events on the resort and the pool, people twerking, people simulating sexual acts. I mean, they said it was fucking going on in the sexy pool, fucking going on in the quiet pool, all this shit. So, I mean, it was crazy, though. But yeah, it ain't nothing. The crazy thing, though, I just thought about this earlier. Like, when I say, like, I'm not, like, really attracted to white women like that, it really showed. Because, like, I would, like, not one time with all these titties walking around, and sometimes, you see, like, my dick didn't get hard. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Even when I went on this excursion boob cruise, like, stuff was going out, I know, like, and maybe it might be, like, porn related to, because I really don't care about, white people porn. If I watch porn, there gotta be some color in it. Right. Gotta be some sisters, some people of color. Okay. But I feel like, had it been, like, sisters on that, well, it was black people up there, but they wasn't giving it up and getting down like, white people, It might have been a different story. I might have been, like... you gotta sit up on it. But it was dope though, man. It was dope, but I think that was like a realization to me. And not saying like, white women, aren't attractive or don't turn me on, because I'm pretty sure, I had one came into me and just pulled my shorts down and started giving me head. It was stood up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it's just like the mere fact of like, I'm not turned on by the mere sight of them as I would be, had it been a sister or something. But
on our purposes, I get it, man. Shit. I get it.
But yeah, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. If you get a chance, you gotta go. Like I said, you gotta go with somebody that's fairly open-minded, somebody that might, get down with the get down. If a girl say, hey, can I come back to the room with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Somebody ain't gonna get offended. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to be like, the fuck? Like, nah, bitch, I'm ready to square up. One thing I didn't know, that I think kind of found out on the last day or two, motherfuckers like leave their room door cracked or open. That means
peek on in, see what's happening.
Yeah, slide on in. It's all like little codes and shit out there that like I didn't like really know or pick up on. Like I was trying to figure out what the upside down pineapples mean. Shit, that means swingers. There's a bunch of motherfuckers just have pineapples all over the like trunks and bikinis and all other kind of shit. So I didn't know, but yeah. Great weekend though, bro. Great weekend. It was good to be back in Mexico, visiting Cancun. Hot as fuck, nigga. God. Shit. I thought it was hot when I left here. It was hot as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shit, you took the heat with you because it was cold as fuck.
Yeah. When I got back, I was like, damn. What the fuck went on in Atlanta? And well, in Georgia, period.
Man, it was in North Carolina. It was like all across the South, though. Ugly weather, bro. Ugly weather.
Fuck, man. You want to talk about the playoffs real quick? Hey, Sports Talk.
Sports Talk. Mayday. Check the mic check. Yeah. 1 2 1 2. Check it. Breaker 19.
Sports Talk. Yeah. You got anything on it?
You know what? Surprisingly, I feel like the best series, well, not surprisingly, because you got two young Thundercats that are trying to leave their mark on the game, and Anthony Edwards and Ja Morant, man, and those first two games have been everything that I thought they would be, dog. Just a slugfest. Anthony Edwards jumping off the porch first and getting what he had 36 the first game, and then Ja Morant coming back last night having an amazing game, dog. So that right there is a series that I'm going to be keep a very, very close eye on, man. And I think we are truly seeing what the future holds in the NBA, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like that series. I think the Boston series is going to be very, very exciting. Yes, also. Sir.
Yeah.
KD, KD's my guy. While he is still arguably the most skilled player in the NBA, right? Tatum really, I felt like Tatum really, showed no fear. He went right at him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for me to see that and for Tatum to want to take on that challenge, bro, it goes back to what we were saying, falling from that Larry Hughes tree. You know what I mean? And the boys up there in St. Louis, they have no fear. They gonna do anything. They gonna shoot that rock.
Yeah.
Right. And Tatum is showing that, hey man, you got to put me in the conversation too. A lot of people don't, because I guess he's not as outspoken. Right. Yeah. Or he has a great team also. But as far as top tier in the league, you got to put him in the conversation, bro.
And I think he picked up a lot from just being on Team USA. He probably was picking Durant brain, practicing against him all summer. So so I believe I'm ready. I'm ready for everybody. Which you should be. I mean, rightfully so.
Yeah, you got to show me.
Rightfully so.
You got to show me, man. But those are the two series that stick out to me. Golden State don't stand. I mean, Denver don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance, bro.
With Denver, man, I think we already know who Jokic is, what he do. Yeah. There's no mistake in it, and I think it says even more about how good he is and how good he's playing. Yeah. Being that they're in the playoffs with and it's just him. I mean, of course he had a team around him, but his top two players next to him not even playing. Like we ain't seen Jamal Murray healthy in what, a year and a half, 2 years?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And who else? Michael Porter.
Right.
He really don't have no help.
Right.
And the shit that he's doing it says a lot.
Jokic, man, I like Jokic, bro. Yeah. Jokic is an amazing player for everything that he does. Like you said, everything that he does for that team, man, he could do anything. Is he an MVP?
I believe he is.
Yeah.
I believe he is. Just barely. I just barely give him the edge over Embiid.
I think he'll win it. I think he'll win it. I think he'll win it too. I know I told Smurf that it was Embiid, but Jokic, Joker, he deserves it.
Right. And he finished the year strong too. He finished the year real strong.
Yeah. Motherfucker can play.
Yeah. Miami and Atlanta. I want to go catch a game. I do want to, because I ain't seen a playoff game live, an NBA playoff game. It's been a minute.
I've never seen one.
I've seen one.
Never seen.
The last one I've seen was Orlando and Charlotte.
Okay.
That's been a while.
Yeah, those two teams. You're talking about them 2 motherfuckers. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Orlando and Charlotte.
I don't think I've ever been to a playoff game.
So out of everywhere I've been stationed, that's been the closest that a game has been near me. Okay. So yeah, Orlando and Charlotte. So I mean, I'm not a fan of the Hawks or the Heat, but I would like to catch, a playoff game. Like I said, it's been a while. Tickets don't look that bad. So, but that series, man, I don't think Atlanta really stands a chance the way Miami's playing right now.
They don't.
It depends on what kind of trade we get when they go to Atlanta. One thing about trade, man, when we talk about like these youngsters and who got next and who's coming up, I don't think nobody like the lights like Trey.
Who embraces the lights?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. He with all that. He embraces the villain role.
Yes. And he plays big time when the lights is the brightest.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Luka, but Luka didn't really do what Trey did last year. Luka had a hell of a series against the Clippers.
Yeah, he did.
But Trey took the Falcons to, not the Falcons, but the Hawks to the damn Eastern Conference Final.
Right.
Busting hands all the way there. But
it was a travesty what they did to our Hornets, man.
Yeah. Oh, ran through them all. It was like a cheap prostitute, bro.
Man. You talking about Spike? Jesus
Christ. Jesus Christ. Anyway. So now that you brought that up, let's talk about that real quick. Is Mike to blame for that team? The construct of the team? Well, not the construct of the team, but them not making the playoffs. I guess their shortcomings.
I think Mike, he has to be if he's moving pieces around, right? However, I think that Mike is, maybe he's aggressive, maybe he's not, but also too, you have to look at it, man. Charlotte is still a small market. Right. So if there's not people like chomping off at the bit to say, oh, I'm getting ready to move to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm going to do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like with a team like that, in a market like that, you have to draft. You have to build through the draft.
Right.
You have to. And I think that we're on the right track. However, there's certain pieces that we're missing. I like that we got Trez now, and I hope that we're able to hold on to Trez for a little bit. We still got it.
LaMelo too.
Well,
they're starting the rumors.
Of course.
Shannon Sharp.
You know what? Shay. Yeah, but at the end, like sometimes his days are numbered. Like, no, like he's a once in a generation type point guard, and everybody knows that. Like, you know what I mean? Like as far as a point guard goes, and I'm not saying you could I'm not saying that his career will be like who I'm about to compare him to, listeners. But I'll say, he is Magic-esque.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Where he can control the entire complexity of a game. He can do it. He's that type of player. So Mike knows that.
And that might be why they're trying to push him to LA already. It's like I said, Shannon Sharp starting the room.
Yeah.
He looks like a Laker. He'll look great in the Laker uniform. His style fits the Laker. Oh,
Mike, one thing Mike won't do, Mike will not, I believe Mike will not let that young boy get out of Charlotte unless he wants to go.
Open the bank up for him. I'll open the bank up.
Yeah. He'll own North Carolina here shortly. So, but we got to sign Miles Bridges. He's a restricted free agent, but so we'll see. Mike, I think hopefully having a player like LaMelo will attract some of the bigger names or the marquee names to come in and help and build around him, because what we have now, we fell short. We went on one small, not small. We went on one stint where we lost maybe 5 or 6 games.
Yeah.
Had we not did that, had we not went on that one stint, we would have never even been in the play.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
It was just one stint. And the NBA teams do that 3 or 4 times a year.
Yeah.
We did it once.
Yeah.
Right. We did it once. So that lets you know, like, we're on the brink.
Right.
We're right there.
Listen, one more dog. I think and we said this, the Gordon Hayward, that wasn't he needs to be gone. I think him leaving, he has to go.
He sold up so much money.
He has to go. That's he got Miles Bridges money.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
He got Miles Bridges money right now. But
Get the fuck, bro.
I think Mike gets unfair talk and treatment on that because he's Jordan, and everyone expects him to.
If he's a great ball player, that means he's a great GM.
But we haven't seen great ball players become great GMs yet. Magic didn't do it, and I mean, Magic, you can be anybody in Los Angeles, in LA, and get results. This team they have right now is not a bad team.
LA?
Yeah. They just don't fit well. But they have 3, 4, 5 players on their team that are Hall of Famers.
Yeah, for sure.
That any team right now would at least either have them as a starter or coming off the bench.
For sure.
So had this Laker team ran through the NBA and won a championship and we would have been like, okay, that's what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, no question.
Me and you could go to LA and be in the front office, and people, and it is not even what we say. Is all we're doing is selling people on LA. You know what I'm saying? We're selling people on LA. So when you're talking about execs and all this other shit, come to Charlotte, go to Orlando, go to motherfucking Indiana, and bring in some top tier players, that want to come there. Don't nobody want to go to Cleveland, but they want to go to Cleveland when LeBron was there.
Yeah, you gotta have that. You gotta have that name. You gotta have that name, and I think LaMelo Ball is the name.
Right.
I think so, man.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I'm with you on Minnesota and Memphis.
Okay.
Exciting. That's an exciting series just because of both of those teams, nothing but young talent.
Yeah.
Nothing but young talent. From top to bottom.
Man, trying to make a way.
Yeah, they're probably the youngest rosters in the NBA right now. If not the youngest, one of the youngest. I would say they probably in the top 5, top 10.
Cleveland's the youngest.
Cleveland there too. I wouldn't doubt it. But
I could be wrong though.
I think those are I'm trying to. Cleveland got some. Kevin Love might raise that up on them though.
Yeah, but
they got a couple. Ed Davis too.
Yeah,
but from top to bottom, top to bottom. So I think that might bring the average up a little bit. But yes, so that series, the Boston and Brooklyn series is going to be crazy. Just based off of what we saw the first game. I'm not really interested in in the other series.
You were right. I'm sorry. You were right. They are, and they're 2 and 3.
Yeah.
As far as the youngest.
Who's one?
OKC.
Okay, I can see it.
OKC. Listen, dog. I watched OKC their starting lineup one night, and I only knew one player.
Probably Shy.
That's it.
Yeah.
The other one, I didn't. The other 4, I had no clue.
If Giddey wasn't playing, I didn't know because I know Giddey, the European guy. He's one of the top European players. They've been talking about him for a while. But yeah, outside of that, I wouldn't. Yeah. But the other series, I'm not too much interested in Golden State and Denver. The Pelicans and the Suns might get interesting
because of Devin Booker.
Yeah, because Devin Booker. But I do think the Suns can
still beat them
without Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Milwaukee, Chicago. It's Milwaukee and Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Milwaukee, Chicago. Philly and Toronto. No.
Forget about it.
Yeah. The rest of the series, I'm not too interested in the rest of them. There's not, anything that's like really.
That Brooklyn game on now, huh?
Yeah. So as far as in that, man, let's talk about Debo before we talk about UNC last.
Yeah.
We talk about UNC last.
Yeah. So the last night, I put it in the notes last night. About the trade rumors, right? And because I didn't know if you had seen it, but his brother came online on Facebook saying that he's going to request a trade and all this and all that. And then me and Smurfs touched on it last week. Here's the bottom line. That kid, Kirk, who went from Arizona to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And we talked about
the market up.
Well, did he fuck it? Did he fuck it up? I don't think he fucked it up. I think he opened it up. Because the key, the bottom line is
Well, he kind of did, because you're raising a bar, and he's not a bar raiser.
But at the same time, I get what you're saying. Yeah, he's not. He is not necessarily a bar raiser, but neither was Kirk Cousins. I always go back to Kirk Cousins. You know me. I'm always go back to Kirk Cousins. But anyway, as a fan, you look at it like, oh, all right, well, my team might not. You specifically, I understand because your team is the 49ers, right? So that's your squad. So you're looking at it from a fan aspect. You're like, hey, man, this money, the cap, what we can do for him, what we can't do for him. If we throw all this money into him, then what we're going to do with these pieces. But also, too, you're a black man. And I know you want these young black men to prosper and get everything that they can get from an organization or a company, if you will, like the NFL. So going back to what I was saying, Kirk, he opened up the floodgates, man. You know what I'm saying? He did set the bar. So going back to us talking, that's why I said Debo has to be in the conversation at the top 9 quarterback as being the highest paid. He has to.
Okay.
He has to. And what we talked about that 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He has to. Based on what people are getting in the league. Yes, Cheetah deserved his money. Right? He did. Cheetah deserved his money. But from a skill set, from yardage, from what you mean to a team, what you do for a team, he has to get top tier money.
He does.
He has to. And if a team, if the 49ers aren't willing to do that, then he's doing exactly, it's a business. He's doing exactly what you would tell your son to do and what I would tell my son to do.
Well, so where it is that the 49ers are willing to pay him whatever. He just don't want to be in San Francisco no more for some reason. That's what the reports and news has been saying all day. The 49ers are willing to open up the bank for him. They want, but so I don't know. I don't know what it is. I would hope, that they open the bank up for him. They want to pay him, give him what he deserves.
Truck. Does he? So I'm gonna ask you again. I asked you 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna ask you again. Does he deserve to be, if not the top, I'll go top 3 highest paid non-quarterbacks in the league? I know what you told me 2 weeks ago, but has your stance changed?
I think I'm at a I don't know right now, because Debo has, and I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Debo has gave us 1 year. He's been in League 3. He's going on 4. This was his breakout year. The year we went to the Super Bowl, the whole year Debo was. It was Emmanuel Sanders that was our star receiver, basically.
He was a game breaker.
And George Kittle.
Yeah. Okay.
Debo is a playmaker.
Yeah.
He's not the best wide receiver.
Well, okay. I'll let you finish.
I think he's the guy that you give the ball to. You get the ball to. You get him the ball. He's gonna make a play. If I need, and I think I told you this that when we talked about it, if I need him to beat somebody off the line, run a crisp route, put a double move on somebody, go over top, snap. He's not that receiver. Oh, he hasn't been in San Francisco.
Well, I'll double move. I have to disagree with you because he gets open. But one thing that Smurf and I talked about is the fact that he is a guy that you can legit put in the backfield.
Yes.
Legit,
that's what I'm saying. You got to get him the ball.
Like legit, right. And most people, me being a Panther fan, McCaffrey is what they say is, an all-purpose player, right? I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, he had 2,000 yards. Debo Samuels is more talented than McCaffrey.
Yeah. I think because he's stronger.
Debo Samuels can play running back and wide receiver.
Yeah.
If you put Deebo Samuels,
and he can throw a duck for a touchdown.
Yeah. If you put Deebo Samuels at running back, I honestly believe Deebo Samuels could get you 1,000 yards rushing. I believe that.
I believe so too.
I can't, but him being receiver, I can't sit here and say that McCaffrey can get you 1,000 yards receiving.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe
You're lining
that.
him off the line.
Yeah, I don't believe that. Beating the DB, that's the best DB.
Right.
I don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Deebo, if you put Deebo Samuels behind the quarterback, I truly believe Deebo Samuels can get you 1,000 yards rushing in a season.
Mm-hmm. I think,
and I don't think twice. I'm not gonna think twice about it.
I think Shanahan opened up his potential because, like I said, Deebo hasn't been that player for us his first 2 years, even in this year. And I think Mostert going down helped that out a lot too, because Deebo wouldn't have been lined up back there like that if Mostert wasn't hurt. We was down to running back by committee.
And reality,
So we needed it. It helped out.
But the reality of it is, and I think we've talked about this on prior podcasts, bruh. All you got to do is look at the tape from South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that college and pro is different. I get it. But they took the leash off of him and they let him do the exact same thing he did at South Carolina.
Yeah.
And look what happened.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
him wanting to go and going somewhere, that might be a little more difficult because there ain't a lot of Shanahans, as far as in play calling around the NFL, that as talented as he is, I think play calling, and knowing and having the personnel too helps that out a lot. And depending on where he go, it could upset the balance of a lot of other teams too, because if there's another strong number one receiver there, it takes away everybody touches too. So it all depends. I think he's in a great situation right now. Yeah, I would like to hear more about why he wants to be traded. If they're opening up the bank for him, if they want to open up the bank for him, why he wants to be traded.
Yeah.
So it would lead you to think that there's some things behind the scenes that's going on that he just don't like.
Either that or he just wants to leverage.
Right. Yeah. When I was thinking about that, and I saw a report earlier about there was something Cooper Kupp said he's not looking for a mega deal once his time to re-up. And I was like, okay, sounds good. Because all the receivers going out there and they specifically asked him that, all the money that these receivers are getting, he said, I just want to win. I'm not looking for a mega deal when time up. I just want to,
Yeah.
But so we'll see.
Fuck all that.
We'll see.
You
have another year like this one.
You want to get what you're
right. And that's the thing. What would you say if Deebo came back and didn't have the same year next year? Like defenses are like, okay, we saw what you did last year. Now we got the game tape.
If he does not do what he did this year, then hey.
The money is there. I would give him the money, but if it was a fifth,
right. No, I guess I'm looking at it because it's not my team. I'm looking at it from a business aspect.
But I always wondered that,
I
always wonder that, like you're under contract, and we can't, we get in a point to where we hold players to a certain standard, but don't hold organizations to a certain standard, because it seems like organizations renege on deals and contracts all the time.
No, they do.
No
question.
So, but I don't know. You know me, man. I'm a hey, you in the contract, either you gonna play or you ain't gonna play. Give me another year like that. We can talk about
it. And I am strike while the iron's hot. The way that these guys or these men are running these teams, they are making millions and millions of dollars off of you while they're paying you millions and millions of dollars. At the drop of a dime, they can cut you, throw you on the side of the street.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I'm a firm believer in, hey, do what you have to do, get what you have to get while you can, man.
Right.
Again, I can't say it enough. Strike while the iron is hot. Deebo Samuel's stock is up.
Yep.
So I am all for him getting what's owed to him, bro.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I mean, I hope he get his money.
Yeah,
I do. I would like for him to get his money. Like I said, I would like to know the reasons why he don't want to be in San Francisco more. If those, we don't really know what's true right now or what's not true. I mean, I feel like we do know, but there's so much that's being said. Like something is said, then right after that, something else is said. So I mean,
I think it's just about it. I think it's the game. I think it's the leverage game. I think it's not like the NBA. You know, in the NFL, it's not like the NBA, and it's all based on the guaranteed money. You know what I mean? Like NBA players, they have so much more leverage when it comes down to guaranteed money. There is no LeBron James, if you will, of the NFL that speaks up and stands out and says, "Hey, we deserve this, we deserve that," and actually makes a stand. So that's why it's so much more finicky when it comes down to the NFL as opposed to the NBA.
Okay.
Right. So they have no choice. If you want them to be a villain, if you have to be the villain when it comes down to when it comes down to getting what you have to get, it's unfortunate that Debo, if what I'm saying is correct, it's unfortunate that Debo has to be the villain and say, fuck San Francisco to get his just due.
Right.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
man.
But before we leave this, I did see something else too. I know they said early talks, Jets reached out about him, and they said San Francisco want something similar to what Kansas City got for Cheetah, and I don't blame them.
I don't blame him either.
You want Debo? I need you gonna back the truck up, and then you got to pay him. So
I don't blame him.
So UNC.
Okay.
We got Leaky said he coming back.
Yes, sir.
And
you told me that. You told me you had that feeling. I went against the grain. I did not believe it. Okay.
Baycott, I felt like Baycott because I think Baycott just loved college, man.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute. Well, not Baycott, just the college. But and I'm pretty sure RJ is coming back.
Yeah,
I think that's sure. He hasn't announced nothing, but I'm pretty sure.
I think that's safe.
No announcement from Caleb yet, but shit gonna be a good. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. But I'm ready to put a 23. Anything could happen. Injuries. The season has to be played. Season has to be played. But the way we're looking, with what we got coming in, what we got returning, this is looking like
2016, 2017.
Yeah, and it's looking like it's fit to be a great season.
A buzzsaw year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because when we hot, we hot.
Yeah, so I need to find out how I'm gonna make a Chapel Hill game, a Georgia Tech game.
We good. We solid.
And a Clemson game. Anything that's close in the area.
Yeah.
So I'll speak on Caleb Love real quick. Just about them. And I would love for him to come back.
Yeah.
Depending on where his stock is right now. If he feels like he can improve it, because he's probably a late first rounder, maybe a late first round. I don't think he worked his way up to a mid. He's probably a late.
I think late. I agree with you.
If you feel like he can come back and work his way up to mid first round, or even early first round or lottery pick, then so be it. Come back. This is one thing I did tell you about Caleb. I don't know if it was during the season or before the season. The only thing about Caleb is he's not a traditional, Tar Heel. He's not.
No, he's not.
I always said this. I want players that want to be in Carolina because they love Carolina. They love the tradition. They love the school. We wasn't his first option. He did not want to be. He wanted to be. We know he wanted to be a blue devil.
But he could have. He could have drunk the Kool-Aid though.
Yeah. Well, so now he is, but I don't think he has love for the school as Baycott or Leaky though. You know what I'm saying? Like we have Puff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these players on that we have. and we even when we look at our greats, and Caleb Love is a UNC great right now, regardless if he come back or stay.
100%.
His name is etched. But
100%.
like it's a question mark. You know, like you can't question Joel Berry love for UNC.
Yeah.
Pinson, Meeks, Baycott, Leaky, you know, all them players. I say the same thing about Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony, he likes UNC, but he wasn't. He
understood where his dad was very very adamant about him coming to Carolina. His
dad loved Carolina for some reason. I don't like
because he knew that Roy was gonna let him do his thing.
He cheered for us doing the posted all about us. But I mean, Caleb, Cole still show love to the school, come back and play. He retweet, he shout out players, and maybe because Baycock is his, one of his best friends. But
of course.
But yeah, man, I would love for Caleb to come back. If he do, boy, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be hell for the ACC specifically, but the rest of the country.
Started change all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Started change.
It's gonna be tough.
Started change all.
And it's gonna look like a. And that's the thing about college basketball. Anything can happen, but this is a team I would not bet against at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Nah, not even.
And I would say, Love come back. We sweeping Duke.
Yeah, we smacking. We smacking. Without him, we might split. With them, we smack him. Smack.
What's your thoughts?
We smack him. I hope that he comes back, man. Again, I'm on the other side of the fence when it comes down to. I'm on the same side of the fence with you as far as when we're talking about how you feel about San Francisco. We both are diehard Tar Heel fans, right? But even still, like the young man has to do what's best for him.
Right.
As a fan, of course, I would like for him to come back and run through the NCAA and get what's rightfully ours and get and which is a championship, because last year we were the best team. Last year we were the best. We had the best. I feel like we had the best makeup of a team. Right.
I think we had the best starting five for sure.
The best, for sure. And I think just come back. I would hope that he comes back and takes care of unfinished business.
Yeah.
But if he does not, I understand. It's a business. You have a family. We don't know what's going on, in his camp or with his family, or what he has to do, or what is on his shoulders. So I'll just say, as a fan, I hope that he's in Carolina Blue next year.
Right. And the ultimate goal is to make
get to NBA. So.
Yeah. So we can't hold it against him.
Of course not.
Listen, it's gonna be hell. It's gonna be trouble. These
regardless,
back,
with what we got coming back already, it's gonna be problems.
Any thoughts on Kendrick Lamar album coming?
Can't wait.
Me neither. Long overdue.
That's all I got to say.
Long overdue.
Can't wait.
A lot of shit gonna change, because I think he moves the needle.
Yeah, he's one of those.
And it's been a while since we had a Kendrick Lamar album. I can't wait. I'm with you. Pusha.
It'll be interesting to see.
That's this week. Matter of fact.
Is it?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what Push puts out, man. I like Push, man. He's a true artist. I think you have to, but also too, I think I don't know if he's actually had that album to put him over the top as far as like being like top tier. I don't know if I believe it.
I don't think so. Some people say Daytona is a classic. I don't think so. I don't think Daytona is his best album to me. Yeah. But I mean, whatever. DaBaby.
What about it? Stop playing with him.
Yeah.
Stop playing with him, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's the wrong nigga house to trespass on or get lost at or any kind of.
He's not a sucker, bro. Like, he's not a sucker, bro.
Fuck is you talking about?
Stop
Man? That
playing
nigga
with this
is not,
boy, man.
that doorstep is not the doorstep you want to end
That
up
ain't
on a good or bad day.
Guess what? He might have got shot in the leg. He probably did that to apprehend dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing with this man,
but
bro.
I'm glad it's just some I'm not gonna say positive news, but something different besides him, into some bullshit, something that's further damaging his, reputation or whatever else. So I mean, yeah. So and it also gives him a little more street cred, holds up his,
I don't think he needs more street cred.
He don't need no more, but it definitely solidifies the fact that niggas say that baby ain't to be fucked with.
Yeah, leave that man the fuck alone.
Right.
The boy crazy. You know what I'm saying? The boy is crazy, though.
Yeah.
If you don't know that, then you don't.
Right.
You Stevie Wonder if you don't know.
Definitely.
If you can't see that this boy ain't, he not working with a full deck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, period. Leave him alone, man. The man just want to make his money, take care of his family, shit like that, bro. Yeah, that's it. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He don't go at people.
No.
He don't go at people. What? You know what I'm saying? But if you bring that smoke to him now.
No. Yeah.
He with all that.
Yeah. And he gonna blow some smoke back. You like it.
Typical North Carolina motherfucker.
Right.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. Hey, this could be a bigger, a longer subject, but we ain't gonna do that. So DJ Envy's wife said she has faked orgasms throughout their 21-year relationship.
I read that. Okay.
I always wonder why celebrities do that to each other.
What do you mean? Do what?
Like, far as in, like, so say you and your lady, you are celebrities. Like, there's things you could talk about and put out there, and there's things like you don't necessarily have to.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if that was something that she's ever told him before it was discussed, but how would you feel if that was your first time hearing that on live broadcast in front of millions of people?
I know it wasn't his first time hearing that.
I hope not.
You got to keep in mind, did he just have a book just drop or something like that? Or a show or something like that? So it's all planned out. Don't think Envy ain't hip to what they were going to talk about. It ain't, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't think that it's all about what's going to sell. Envy having his wife on there, come on. It's plain to see. Like, it's a scheme. You know what I'm saying? It's all about selling. Like, she gave a little bit tidbit. Here you go, a little rabbit food. Here you go. But if you come get this book or go watch the show or whatever it is they got going on, you'll hear a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a marketing scheme. So, man, Envy know his woman. He know his woman. It's probably women. I don't know. Yeah,
but you haven't been told, but I mean, it's a possibility.
Yeah, it's possibility. Motherfucker faked it for me. You know what I'm saying? Or for you.
Which is just, hey, that's on you. But that's how I feel about it. That's on you.
Listen, we talked about it. We talked about it too.
You can get, like, I'm willing and ready to help you get yours.
Yeah, for sure.
But let me know. Like, it's a goal we got to reach together.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I'm in full control of my orgasm.
Yeah.
It can be quick, or I can hold you off and make it last. Like, yeah, like, so you got to be. I think that's one of those things you got to be in tune with your body too. Like, for motherfuckers walk around and just say, "Oh, I don't know, I don't come." Like, whose fault is that really? When you know your body, you know your body.
Facts. So,
I mean, I don't know. A trans inmate got two females pregnant. What the fuck are we doing? Where are we at? So, oh man, I don't want to. Ain't nobody cancel us for this, but one of my main concerns about, like, this and open up bathrooms is because the possibility of, one of my daughters or my granddaughter being in the bathroom with somebody that has a penis that still is, that may be a pervert, or not saying that trans are perverts, but that's, you
might catch somebody that's a real life weirdo or a predator. We'll go with that, predator.
Yeah.
Predator.
Is possible.
Yeah.
And so now, we have a trans inmate, and apparently, and I mean, not apparent. Well, it is apparently because the motherfucker had a dick, got somebody pregnant, right? So that would lead you to, okay, they're transitioning.
Mm-hmm.
They still are pending surgery, whatever else, but it's still fucking women. I mean, that when I saw the headline, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how do you put somebody with a dick? I understand you're going through a process. You want to be, you're transitioning to, a woman. Right. But how do you put somebody with a dick, a live, actual dick that is not surgically, is something they were born with, in a all women's prison?
I have no idea, Reg. I have no idea, bro.
Does it make sense to you?
No, hell no, it don't make no sense.
You would think that, okay, you have a penis, so we have to put, you're transitioning, we get it, but you have to be with these men. You have a penis.
Period. Case closed. Case closed, bro.
That's that. I mean, I don't have much more to say about that, but it's just weird as fuck but going into the way we are in the world today and how things happen, I guess is a politically correct thing to do is put this trans in all woman prison. Do you think they would put a woman that's transitioning to a man that still has titties and a vagina in all males prison?
No.
Fuck no.
Did you? Speaking of,
did you see? You imagine how that would be?
Oh wait, lunch meat. Lunch meat.
Come and get it, boy.
Lunch meat. I read a story last week that there was an inmate that identified as an infant that demanded baby food. I don't know how true it was.
It might be true. I'm pretty sure we can look it up and find some truth to it. And with the way the world is, they might have had to accommodate needs. Probably. You never know. I mean,
30 years old, demanded Gerber. Get the fuck out of here, man.
I don't know. No mask mandates on the airlines now.
No mask.
No mask.
All right.
How do you feel about that?
I think the mask is a crock of shit to begin with. Masks don't stop COVID. It's proven. Right? What the fuck is a mask gonna do? It's not gonna do nothing. So let's do away with these masks and let's move on. And COVID is here to stay, right? Because the government wants it to be here.
Okay.
I won't go into detail.
Okay.
But it's here until the government decides that it's gonna go away.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So do away with these stupid ass masks, man.
At the rate we are right now, you don't need a mask to go anywhere else anyway. So, I mean, why not? I mean, you walk in a store, you walk in a mall, the only signs you see is highly suggested or whatever else. But no one, you don't really need a mask to go anywhere no more these days, besides the fucking airport. Like I said, I flew out to Mexico this past weekend. I damn near, I had to remind myself to grab a mask when I left the car. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know when the last time I actually put on a mask. And they get we get the vaccine, we do all this other shit, and it's like, okay, we got it, but these other motherfuckers, masks or no, vaccine or no vaccine, you don't have to wear a mask.
Right. So,
I mean, I'm not even going to what's the point or the purpose of, pushing the vaccine, telling people they got the vaccine, whatever. But so I kind of feel bad for passengers that found out that shit mid-flight, because there are some people that are still have a phobia or whatever else, and maybe they may not have traveled, had they known that, you know what I'm saying? And, you're on a flight and you're like, okay, you think the mask is protecting you, And then, mid-flight, they're like, hey, we just got an announcement that there's no more mask mandate for airlines or whatever else. Motherfuckers just start cheering and clapping their hands, taking off masks, and you sitting up there paranoid and shit, like, what the fuck, So yeah, I feel for those people, understand them, man. But hey, that's the way of the world. I mean, it's the same shit. If you're worried about that, then you shouldn't be doing anything anyway, because like I say, anywhere you go, ain't nobody really wearing a mask. So
right,
that should be the least of your concern.
So
Mr. Joesph, Dallas Cowboys. I want to talk about this because we have this quote unquote no snitching rule, right? Okay. And you're familiar with the story, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
actually.
And so we can talk about it because I'm pretty sure a lot of listeners wasn't. So you know who he is, right? Dallas Cowboy, Kelvin Joesph, Dallas Cowboy, cornerback.
Yeah.
He's at a nightclub with friends.
Right.
There's an argument, brief argument, scuffle happens, a fight with one of his homeboys. Not him, but somebody else in the club. I don't know the details of the fight. If somebody ass was whipped, anybody wasn't. But broken up. They leave. He's in a black SUV, and I'm pretty sure it probably was his SUV. He wasn't driving. Mm-hmm. But wherever they're at, they're going, and one of the people inside the vehicle sees the person that they got in a fight with. And what happens next is a drive-by shooting.
Okay. With
this Dallas Cowboy player inside the vehicle.
Okay.
The guy's hit. He dies later on. Police investigate. They do their due diligence and find out stuff. 25, 30 days later, they come up with surveillance footage, all this other stuff, showing Kelvin Joesph. He has an identical chain. He has like one of the biggest chains in the club.
Of course,
he's a rapper. His rap name is on the chain. The chain is about that. The pin is that big. Shows him getting in the truck. Shows him wherever they was at when they got something to get out of the truck. So he was like, okay, he was in this truck that did the drive-by shooting. We don't know if he did it or he didn't do it, right? But there's a young man that's dead because of whoever was in his vehicle shot, right? Mm-hmm. So they track him down, bring him in for questioning, mm-hmm. and the next day, 2 guys that was in the truck were arrested. So now, of course, the black community is like split, fifth, whatever. Yeah, he squealed. He snitched. He's not a real nigga. He wouldn't have blah, 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 whatever else. Okay. I don't know, man. I get like lost in this because in some circumstances you look at it and be like, yeah. Some circumstances you be like, no. If you are making millions of dollars, first of all, I don't know how hard it is to find yourself in that position or predicament or not. If you are the guy in this truck and these niggas see somebody, they say, hey, we about to pop this nigga.
Okay.
You the Dallas Cowboy in the truck. I mean, is there something you could do about it to prevent it? Maybe, I don't know. But if it does happen, do you make the police do their job and come hunt you down? Or do you come out and be like, hey, whatever else?
So here's the thing about it, man. From a standpoint of, people snitching or whatever the case may be, like, you never know what you're going to do or what you're not going to do until you're put in that predicament, mm-hmm. right? And of course, people, I bet it's half and half when it's like, okay, well, he makes millions of dollars and he's this or he's that when it comes down to him being a professional athlete. But also, too, if you're going to live by this quote unquote code, then the athlete shit's out the window, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If that's what you're living off of. I, for one, think this code that people so-called live by is a crock of shit. I believe.
Okay.
I don't believe that there's a code anymore. Because we see suckers, whether it be rappers, athletes, whatever the case may be, walking that broke this so-called code,
right,
and are still breathing.
But at least you think, how much are you willing to give up to quote unquote live or honor this code? Like, are you willing to throw away your career and all this other money just because I'm not gonna get my homeboys up?
Nope. It all depends on who you are to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, okay. I'm not gonna squill on no motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna act like I'm just. No, I ain't gonna squill on my people, my partners. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers I love. Shit like
that. It depends on what happened too.
Right.
If it's some little, we got in a fight, somebody got their ass whooped, police looking for whoever with this person ass, and it's I think that's a little different than, oh, somebody got killed, somebody got shot. I'm about to bring you in and talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody got their ass whipped, I bring you in. That's a different story. You like, but now if they talking about, well, sir, we know you was in this vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
We know there was shots fired out this vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
We know somebody died from them shots that was fired.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only person in this vehicle
that we can
identify and say that was definitely in this vehicle. So either you shot or somebody else in the vehicle shot. We don't know who. So yeah, I mean, I don't like that snitching shit. Like you said, I think it go out the window. I think I don't know where it came from, and it's the dumbest thing to me ever. Because we have women, we have children, we have a lot of innocent people, civilians dead because motherfuckers don't want to say nothing because whatever for whatever reason. But I think in his circumstance situation, he has way more to lose than he has to gain from trying to hold up some kind of street credibility.
Agreed.
Way more.
Agreed.
And he still might lose that shit. Even if he, giving up names. The Dallas Cowboys might cut him like, hey, we don't need that. We don't need that type. I mean, you're not one of the top cornerbacks in the league right now anyway. Right. You're not one of our top cornerbacks on the roster. I mean,
you did us a favor.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Then what?
Thanks for playing.
Yeah. Hey, you gave us a great year last year, maybe. If you did, I don't know. But hey.
Was it great though?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, was it great? Yeah. I mean, hey, you were serviceable last year. So I mean, hey, but so
yeah.
And then that goes back into the company you keep once you get to a certain level too. I would hope to think, if you or I made it to that level, we not, still keeping the company or around motherfuckers that feel like they got to get in fights and clubs and, oh, there that nigga go right there. I'm about to light him up.
Well, you would hope not.
Yeah, would hope not. But then that means, then that questions our judgment too of, okay, I know this motherfucker's a loose cannon. Like, what are my parameters or limits with them? Like, far as in us hanging out, things we're gonna do. So, I mean, I don't know. Here's a question that you posed. You was asking about, is it an issue for women to be the breadwinners?
Right.
Very interesting.
Okay.
Especially in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with it. Mm-hmm. I think the main problem comes from traditionalists, people that are still in the theory or mind frame of fact that men are supposed to be breadwinners. Men are supposed to be providers. Your man could be a provider and still not be the top earner. That's if you are willing to let him be, the man in the situation. Like, us being in the military, we, it's highly plausible or possible that, we could be dating a woman that, outranks us.
Yeah.
I have friends well, I think I was a private. They were like E4, E5. They were like my squad leaders. They ended up getting married and switched over. One went OCS, one went warrant. She is now Lieutenant Colonel.
Right.
He's a CW3, going to 4. So of course she makes way more money than him.
Yeah.
But and she talks about this all the time, even on social media. Like, I let him be the man. Like, I know I make more money than him.
Mm-hmm.
But all decisions go through him. He's the king of this castle. I'm the queen, but he's the king of this castle.
Mm-hmm.
Like so we know a lot of women that feel like, that may feel like that, since I make the money, I call the shots.
I pay the cost to be the boss.
Yeah, I call the shots. Ain't nothing he can say to me.
Right.
And maybe those women probably shouldn't be dating men that they make more money than.
I agree.
I think, for us men, you're still gonna let a woman be a woman.
Right.
Right. So regardless of, I think, the money situation, if you want a man to lead, just because you make more money than this man don't mean he can't lead.
No.
It don't mean he can't provide, is if you're willing to let him.
Right.
When we get in an argument, are you gonna throw the fact up that you make more money than me in my face? Are you gonna try to make me feel like I'm beneath you because you make more money than me? I don't have a problem with a woman making more money than me, but I will have a problem if these circumstances, situations arise, to where you feel like you have to flex or let me know, like, look, nigga, I don't need you. I make more than you anyway. Like, you ain't doing nothing I can't do by myself, or I really don't need you. Nigga, what you doing for me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my thought on it.
I'm with you. I think from both sides of the spectrum, I think if we were in a situation where a woman makes more than you, right, brings home more than you, I think that it's imperative, regardless, that you still be a man, and you still protect your household, and you still protecting your household doesn't necessarily mean that you have to pay all the bills and all that shit. That's not what it means. It means that you are the backbone of everything that happens within your home, within your household. And
that's you as a man that realizes, look, we're in a different time of age.
Yeah.
But men that are rooted into what our fathers and grandfathers and great-grandfathers did, and women that are rooted in that, think differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not a man if you can't do everything.
That, and we've talked about this on prior podcasts. You know what I mean? But seriously, I don't have a problem with either, man. You know what I'm saying? People are in different situations. People have different things on their plate, or different situations on their plate where, hey, if you can make more money, then so be it. But that does not negate the fact that I'm a man. You know what I mean? And like you said, if the shoe's on the other foot, like, hey, it doesn't. So because you are a woman, should I look at you as somebody that's supposed to protect me or protect us just because you make more than me? No, you're going to expect me to treat you as a woman,
right?
Or protect you. You're gonna expect it. That's going to be the expectation. So,
are all of these women that make more money than their men, you think they are willing to or ready to let a man, be the leader, the head?
I don't know about all,
because I think there are, we probably know some, there are a lot that are maybe they're like, maybe this nigga gotta prove them, like,
and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay to understand. In my opinion, it's okay, not just based off of what you make. I'm talking about period, point blank. It's okay to make a man, from a woman aspect, it's okay to make a man prove that he is worthy of your trust. I think that's okay.
To lead?
Yeah, that's okay. I think that's okay. Because at the end of the day, you put your trust in a man and he's fucking mincemeat. He's fucking a peewee, but he's barking like he's this, that, the third. Then, hey, what choice? Like, you're fucked after that. You're fucked. If you drink the Kool-Aid and he's not who he say he is, then you're fucked.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
All right.
Right. Now, if it works out for you, then so be it. I think anything like to actual lead, you have to show and prove that you have the credentials to be able to lead, man. Every man is not a fucking leader.
No, and these days too, there is so much emphasis placed on your financial situation. So I'm pretty sure there's plenty that may say, look, I don't know what he can really do for me because I make more money than him. I make 90, 100,000. I make 80,000, and he makes 60 or 70.
Okay.
He's not in my class. He's not in my league. I really don't know what he can do for me.
Okay. I'm not saying,
but that, I think that leads a whole new thing too, to where, okay, me or this man proving to this woman, what is he actually proving? Because when a lot of people look at, the ones I guess that we're talking about, they're going to look at leading as in what bills he can pay. Is he asking? Yeah. Well, maybe the majority. Is he asking for us to? Is he asking me to pay not 50-50, but maybe he get 3 or 4 of these bills and I take 2 or 3 or whatever else. Like, how do I have to help him around this house and these bills? So is he really the man for me? Is he proving that he can, provide for me?
Again, providing and being a leader or protector is two completely different things in my book. You know what I mean? Yeah, you could have the bank, you can have the check book all you want to, right? And I hate the name drop. We talk about Kanye, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, his woman is worth more to him, right? Well, his ex is worth more to him. But at the end of the day, you think that she would have really left this man if he made her feel comfortable, if he made her feel secure? No, she is a major part in what it is that he has today.
No, but you know what? I'm about to say something controversial.
Okay.
I think that is the difference between the races. And this is something we probably should have talked about before but I just asked you this question. You can ask around if you want to. I probably will too. But the ones that listen, they already gonna know. We'll probably have asked before this. But I think for the most part, if we ask a couple women, for them to give us or tell us what do they see as a provider or a protector, in a man, what are the qualities? I guarantee you, financially would probably be 1 or 2.
Yeah, probably so.
And then therefore that leads you to think like, okay, this man has to be maybe in a bracket that they not in. And I mean higher.
Probably. And that's crazy. That's nuts to me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, money isn't everything. Because guess what? That man with that money can get his ass whipped by a nigga with no money.
You know what I'm saying? And it makes me think about that movie, Plug Love, and that bitch said, excuse my language, but she said, love don't pay the bills. when old girl was like, I love him, blah, blah, blah. She found a nigga to do her right, with everything she needed. He didn't make as much money as the nigga she was with or whatever else, but yeah, like you can't revolve your happiness around money.
Right.
Like money makes a lot of people happiness, but your true love or whatever else, like, what are you willing to sacrifice for either or? Like, okay, you can have this money and whatever, or you can have somebody that you truly fuck with or you really in love with and whatever. I don't know. I mean, it's weird, but yeah, I do think like if we ask the majority, not the majority female, but ask a lot of the women, I think, some of them that financial aspect, like that would be, if not 1, 2. I don't know what would be if I don't know what would be 1 if financial isn't 1. I don't know what they would actually maybe we'll get a standard someone that respects me or loves me, or if that's faithful. I mean, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure something financial is in the top 2.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's that's your prerogative, so be it, man. But money ain't gonna protect. Money can only take you so far.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can have bread out and you look at it, both of us. I mean, I think we both are okay financially, right? But in the experiences that we've had, I think it's safe to say that how to treat a woman and you know what it takes to lead.
Right.
And as do I. And it ain't got shit to do with no bread.
No, it don't. It don't.
And I'll leave it at that.
Because I mean, I do think you sacrifice some with the others. I mean, of course, there's a lot that money provides and money does, but I mean, like I said, I'm like you said, you're not hurting for money. I'm not hurting for money. I can, take a trip if I want to. You can take a trip. You can go here. You know what I'm saying? We can do that, but there's more to you and me than bringing a checkbook to the table.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're someone that can listen. You can provide, feedback. You can talk to. You know how to love.
Yeah.
You're caring. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, it's what you're looking for. We're in sad times dating in general because it's so much is geared, whether it's the man or the woman side, it's so much is geared towards what money is. And even just, so I think our culture and society has got it all fucked up because we have rappers, for the most part, the rappers are telling us a bag, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to be blah, 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 blah. Women are saying the same thing. But then when you look at, let's take this white culture. Let's look at like a Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or somebody. Like these motherfuckers ain't never talking about money, flashing money, whatever else. And these Robert Kraft, whoever else, like these are the richest motherfuckers on the earth.
Yeah.
You don't see none of these young, rich, white entrepreneurs flashing money, got a money phone, talking about bags, talking about these motherfuckers wear khakis, Dockers, and Sperry's. You know what I'm saying? Probably don't even got chains and none of that shit. So we are I have to impress society, and you have to have money in order to be somebody, or even shit, it's a saying going around. I think Cardi said in one of her lines, and women's repeating that shit to this day. A broke nigga don't deserve no pussy, or a nigga that don't blah blah blah. Like, I mean, whatever, man. We can talk about that shit all day. I mean, for the money aspect, but I do think I'm not in and I think the other aspect of it is men. There are a lot of men that's intimidated by women that make more than them.
Right.
I'm not one of them men.
Right.
We all have our different walks and paths. I mean, you have a lot of women that want to be doctors and whatever else. They make good money. If that's what they want to do, then so be it. I would never be intimidated by a woman that make more money than me, that if we're dating. And the only thing I would ask or expect, is that okay, you understand you make more money than me, I do too, but don't try to make me feel like I'm lower than you or undeserving just because you do.
Right.
And that's it for me.
Makes sense.
That's it. I guess this is a follow on to that. Can you be in a serious relationship with a woman that views relationships or marriage as a financial investment first before anything else? Like, that is number one. Yeah, we can get to all this love and other shit first, but we need to figure out, like, this is a financial investment.
Oh, you're asking me, can I?
Yeah.
I can. I mean, well, again, like, I don't want to sound like contradictive, like, from a woman's aspect, man, like, based on what's going on in the world and what's shown, like, if that's what you want to believe, that's what you want to go with, make sure the bag is secured, like, I get it. Okay. It's stupid, but based on what society shows us, and it's all based upon also like how you were raised. I think we've talked about this before. Me personally, I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be in no union where, where the money is at the forefront.
Right. So I'm with you. Like, if in order for you to love me, it comes secondary, or it is secondary to financial, then I mean, I'm good. I don't need it. Like, I think because if or when or somehow the money gets fucked up, or we have to go back to the drawing board, then what happens to the relationship?
Right.
I would rather my relationship be based off of love and how we feel about or care for each other.
Right.
Number one.
Should be.
Then, we can put all the other, blocks where they need to be.
Should be. But we just men. We are two men that have failed at marriages and relationships. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean,
we got to get in the 6 digits first, so we can. That's the only way we gonna be. I mean, dateable relationship, man.
Crack shit. Whatever.
I mean, but that's what society is telling us right now. I mean, or it gives you the end, something that you think that maybe you have to be there.
Right. No, you're right.
And that's why I'll say it to this day. That's why I probably told you that shit. Like,
the dating pool
going through a situation.
Is so tainted.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We let social media tell us a lot. Tell us what dating is and what it shouldn't be.
Right.
And let's get to Unapologetic Truths.
Okay.
You remember this one? The one that was added in here. You put
yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Okay. And I wanted to know, all right, what is holding you back from being the person that you want to be?
I think fear. I think fear. I think, and that's just me thinking about it now. I didn't put thought into it.
Okay.
I think it's just fear of the unknown, and commitment. Fear of making the same mistakes that was previously made.
Okay.
At one point in time, there was fear of, and this is probably something that it's maybe even women too. I know us men probably have went through this phase, fear of there being, and this is nothing now. I know that this is something before a younger me, fear of there being something better that, you know, I may miss out on, or may be missing out on. So the pull the trigger or commitment factor I was more hesitant on it. Okay. So I think that to answer that is definitely fear. And maybe it's still some like growing or something changed. There's some changes that need to be made within me, as far as, and you know, the relationship factor, you know, but I've, you know, been through shit to where I just like, and you know, even at times people show me like some same traits and things I see. I'm like, you know, I've seen this, I read this story before. I've seen this same like actions or whatever, you know. I don't know if I'm ready to deal with this shit. This argument is, I know this particular argument that's about to happen, whatever. So I just be like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I really want to, you know, get into that situation and be in the same situation I was, you know, 3, 4, 5 years ago, arguing about something that don't make sense, or a girl that I wasn't even looking at, I didn't care about.
Okay.
You know, and I'm pretty sure we as men, we've been through that shit. Like, who was that? Or, you know, why are you looking at her? Like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I get where you're going with it.
That should make you pause too. You be like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know this one.
Well, okay. No, I get exactly where you at. I think for me, I'm gonna go with fear also, but fear from a standpoint of you know, going against the grain. The most successful people on the planet take risk. Right? Okay. They take risk. It's all, life is a gamble, right? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, in order for you to be who you want to be, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to go against the grain or go against the status quo on what looks right versus what is right. Right. And I think that's the biggest thing. It's like understanding that, hey, if I want to make some shit shake, I gotta shake the fucking room. Mm-hmm. And it's very, very scary, especially when you have people, little people that are dependent on you.
Right, that look up to you. Absolutely.
Right. Not just look up to you, that depend.
Depend on you.
Or your family that depends on you, or that, you know what I mean? So I think for me, that's the biggest thing, man. Like, you know, with the occupation that I have now, it's only so much that I can do as far as shaking up the room. But I think that's the biggest thing that's holding me back. Just saying, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna ride my own wave 110,000%. And if you don't like it, kiss my ass. So that's my answer.
What can you do today that you was incapable of doing last year?
Bite my tongue.
Okay.
This time last year, I cannot bite my tongue.
You know.
Yeah, for sure, bro. No question. This time last year, whether it's smoke, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you take a shot at me, whatever it is.
Okay.
If my attendance go up, I'm on your ass. I don't give a damn who it is. Today, I'm able to look at it if you throw a shot at me or a jab at me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, usually I'm able to pick whether or not, you're trying to poke the bear or if you're just ignorant.
Okay.
And you want exactly what I'm capable of to give you. So you're trying, like poking the bear, you're trying to get a rise out of me.
Okay.
And then now I think about, what, if I don't give you what you asked for, it's going to irritate you 10 times more than it's irritating me to bite my tongue. So I'll just bite the bullet.
I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you said it because when I asked you, I was thinking about it, and my answer is similar, but what I had in my head is saying fuck it. Because I think I've mastered the art of like not letting shit get to me.
The art of not giving a fuck.
Yes, sir. I read that book twice.
I read it from you.
Okay. I not letting shit get to me that should get to me. For whatever reason, even if it's not really intended to get to me, along the same lines as you said, not giving motherfuckers the satisfaction of knowing that they push buttons on you that, not giving them that satisfaction. Because a lot of people thrive off that. And for a lot of people, once they know what buttons they can push and know how to upset you, it's
over.
Yeah, it's over. And it's something that they can easily go back to. And say, hey, I know I get this motherfucker, watch this. Or so yeah, I think that's me. That, fuck it attitude. I don't let shit bother me as much as it used to anymore. I'm quick to let shit go and be like, you know what? And like you, there's times I want to respond and say shit to motherfuckers that, oh my God, like I'll be having shit ready, geared up, cocked and loaded. Oh my God, I put the safety on and be like, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. And that shit eats me up too. But it don't eat me up to the fact that I feel like, you know what, I have to say this shit. I can, okay, it eat me up and it goes away. I'm like, all right, whatever. It is what it is.
For sure.
But so, yeah, that's me. Are you living or existing?
Shit, I'm motherfucking living, bro.
Okay.
I'm motherfucking living, man. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. The choices that I make, I'm making them. Only thing that matters to me, honestly, like truthfully, but the choices that I make them. My kids have a lot to do with some of the choices, majority of the choices that I make. You know what I mean? Like I think of them first. But if it's not that serious, shit, I'm motherfucking living, dog. Like I've existed. You know what I'm saying? I've existed. I've been a motherfucker that lived paycheck to paycheck, don't know how to do this, or rob Peter to pay Paul, whatever the case may be.
Right.
But we ain't going back to that. So today, you know what I'm saying? I'm living, bro. No question about it.
Right.
And I'm living with a clear conscience on what it is, doing what the fuck I want to do.
I agree. I feel like at a certain point in time I was existing, and it's probably for a stretch of years.
Right. Of course, no question.
But I feel like I'm more living now. There's no worry for me, for what I do, what I'm going to do, or how I'm going to do it. There, like you said, there was times where I didn't know whether I was coming or going, what was next, or how I was going to do this, or how I was going to even come out of this situation. Now, and even in the other aspect of it, I want to do more things. I want to get out, be in these streets, be outside with the summer, want to do shit, want to, every time I find a concert, I'm showing you like, I'm ready to do some shit. Let's do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it, a lot of these times ain't promised. You know what I'm saying? We can do shit, you know what I'm saying? Or I can just, be who I was and sit in the house and let, time pass by and not do nothing, and I'm enjoying life just more, man. Now that I feel like, I am living, you know what I'm saying? Enjoying my kids more, enjoying the grandbaby more, enjoying friends more. You know what I'm saying? It feels like a whole, better life. So I think that's it. And that's the key, man. I often think about, how I used to just be like, I'm good. I'm gonna stay in the house. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna, whatever else. But now I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do this. Regardless if I do it by myself, somebody want to hang out with me, somebody want to fuck with me, then oh well. But if not, then hey, do what makes me happy.
Facts.
Instead of doing what makes other people happy. Facts. Or doing something because you have to do it and you don't have no other choice. But and that's it, man. We gotta I guess we can talk about co-parenting next week.
We get to it next week.
Yes, sir. That's gonna be a great one.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be a great one. There's some other shit too. Well, I'll let you go, man. I was gonna
say what you gonna say.
No, I was just gonna do my condolences again, man, to DJ K Slay, his family, and all his loved ones, man, because he means so much to the hip hop community.
Yeah, he does.
And that's the news, like the latest news that just happened, man. There's so many pioneers, in hip hop that we've lost in the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, man. It's just crazy, man, that we think about, a lot of our I'm not gonna say idols because I didn't idolize like a lot of these people, but they meant a lot in, growing up and, loving rap and hip hop, like a Biz Markie, a DMX, K Slay, you know what I'm saying? Like all these people. So I mean, it's just like, imagine hip hop without a Biz Markie.
I can't.
Right, or DMX, or imagine mixtape game without K Slay. Like, this is crazy, and we can go on and on and on. There's more that we lost, but outside of them, just in that hip hop community in general. But yeah, man, just condolences to his family, man, and I know he's in a better place, living and loving everything that's going on. Yeah, that's it for me, man, in that one.
Okay. For me, man, again, shout out to the great state. I always gonna show love to North Carolina, man. Shout out to my babies. Shout out to the homies back at the crib. Shout out to the DMV. Shout out to you, big dog. Happy that you had an opportunity to let your hair down, so to speak, man, and get you a vacation in, man, because you've been working really hard, bro. And you deserved it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
So I'm happy that you got an opportunity to do your 1-2. It's always, man, mental health is real. Myself and Reg, we may not be subject matter experts when it comes down to mental health. But one thing I will say that it is real. And if you're having issues or whatever the case may be, please come up on the net, whether it be Facebook, via Instagram, either way. We will point you into the right direction before you hurt yourself or harm others, to get you the help that you need, man. Besides that, dog, I'm just happy to be here, man. We blessed. I'm blessed. That's all I got, homie.
Yes, sir. Same for me, man. Listen, shout out to everybody that support us, rock with us, and that, our day ones, and even people that have jumped on us later on, and just listen to us, whether you went back and caught up on episodes that you wasn't even, listen to us before or not. Just the support in general is great, man. I love the comments, the text messages, all that stuff. Oh, we should have had a woman on for this one too, so she can speak on that behalf. I love all that. And that might be something we get into. I don't know. we have a lot of room for improvement and growth on this platform. But we appreciate all that, and love y'all for that. My family, thank y'all for y'all love and support. I do want to say get well to my baby brother. I woke up this morning to a text that he's in the hospital. His lung collapsed on him.
Shit.
So hopefully everything's get well. Hopefully everything's going great with him. My babies, my grandbaby, she is the highlight of my day in life as of right now. I mean, she's just, as much as I say I don't want to have kids no more, like she make me not want to have kids, but she make me enjoy having like little ones around, you know what I'm saying? Because she's just so like, animated and just all and into everything. Just, watching her go through those, steps of getting smarter, getting daily, like it's something new every day. And you just like, wow, like they just like, so yeah, like that's so big. I appreciate y'all, love y'all, and the support system. And yeah, man, like this, like just living life, man, and enjoying, the fruits of labor, man, of, doing this thing that we are doing now. Once you hit that 20-year mark, you just get out, whether you want to work or not or whatever else, like that just time of not having to be up at 6 or 5:30 and put somebody else's clock and go into PT and all, man, is lovely, man. And it's well deserved, man. And I can't wait till you get there.
100%.
I'm serious. I can't wait till you get there and just, see how your face light up, your skin glow a little more, you feel better, like you in that whole mood to where it's just like, man, like I don't even know what to do with myself. You know what I'm saying? It's but yeah, man, but I do feel like it's something I could have did earlier in life, not that, but just, live a little more and do more things. But I just, sometimes the Army make you feel so restricted. Like I gotta put in leave form for this. I only got, 40 days of leave. And if I use 15 here, then I won't be able to blah, blah, blah for Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving, all this other shit. So yeah, man, but whatever. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. As always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Dre the Nomad, Reg Prime Minister. We will see y'all next week. We out of here.
Appreciate you.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.